Congratulations on signing this historic fight. Just your general feeling right now, how it feels to finally announce it and just show people how people can come together to make big fights.
Yeah, I think at this point it's a relief. When you work on something so long, it doesn't feel real until you see them on the stage. And then, everybody's a little bit exhausted to get to this point, and it sort of energizes you because it reminds you of everything that you've been working for. So we've got, a good 8 weeks, 7 weeks before the fight. It'll be a little bit of a sprint, a marathon at a sprint pace, in terms of getting this done. But look, it is, in my mind, among one of the 2 or 3 biggest fights that can be made in the sport.
Are we going to see any special activations or things that fans can participate to support the fight, watch the fight, seeing it at the bars or buying tickets, etc.?
Yeah, I think we'll probably do a sweepstakes. Right now we're running a sweepstakes where you can win a trip to Vegas to go see Benavidez' plant, with $1,000 of spending money, hotel, airfare. We'll do something like that as well. But I think the main difference in this promotion will be the presence on social media. Social media marketing has been a big part of our marketing plan for a long time, as it is everyone's. But this is the first fight where social media plays this big a role, because that's where these guys' audience is. Their demographics, their age group, their fans. Obviously, with their social audiences, clearly they've done a good job bringing those fans to social media. So we have to be there. So in a certain sense, this will be the first time that we've emphasized social media as probably the primary marketing arm of this. And that's a big shift for the sport.
With these two guys, you are a person who's worked in boxing for a long, long time. Where do you rank this matchup compared to other matchups you've worked on over the course of your career?
It's as intriguing as any we've done. I mean, I'm not going to quite put it on Mayweather-Pacquiao, but again, that's the biggest fight in history. But short of the Mayweather fights where, and Mayweather is sort of a once-in-a-generation fighter, this is as close as we get to it. This is, one of these two guys, or perhaps both of them, are really going to be carrying the sport for the foreseeable future. Canelo's still very active. But beyond that, we're looking for the next generation of young guys carrying the sport. And right here, we have 2 of them in the same fight.
So is this a standalone fight? Is there a rematch clause? Do we have a 2 and 3 already waiting in the cut?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sort of designating ahead of time and determining there's going to be 2 or 3 fights. There is a rematch clause. But I think, if it's the kind of fight that we all expect it to be, I think we could see this 2 or 3 times, though not necessarily immediately. I mean, the great thing about this is they're both young enough that they can go take care of other business and come back in a couple years. And some of the best rematches that we've seen haven't been immediate. They've been where guys go off and fight and come back a couple years later, and it looks like a completely different fight.